I said from the beginning that was going to be England's toughest game against Ghana. And to be fair, Ghana played really well.
VAR still working in the World Cup. We still have.
Ebusanfo ya mo bibia akwaba edeba kasama media Facebook YouTube and TikTok de unhuin eye ne blaster ho sensem na ye ba beka ebra ye ball US match no ewie ensensem bi apie de Ghana coach de atodwa de sports analysis anase panelist enso etimi atena ase na wode atodwa na afi so de individual TikTokers monso akeka de afa ho ene wona na owo stadium no supporters ni bi so akire won adwen de afa Ghana ne England match eno enene mede brew anopay intina mekanfo kasama media de amount se o hwa abomoden se obe subscribe fa won sabo plus sign so na subscribe uwi so notification bar ma ren FIFA sabo so sene be ya de betum bia wo so obenya bi ahwe na aye command edi kan no ye ni kan tie Ghana coach ebra omo match ni wiye na omo ye press conference no na o kan asem bia in fact na areho but na esa enso esere very funny pa na obuso om say enti mugidi say VR edaso adwuma wo World Cup yi ase ana ye ntie ensema coach no editude da ne anhwa de kudie ntie a obisa asa asem no.
Not sure. VAR still working in the World Cup. We still have VAR. Is working. I have some doubts about that because another penalty that they need give to Ghana, clear penalty against England.
Ebusanfo we ensema Ghana coach no etimi ebisa interview no bisa ne se enti ogidi se VR no edaso adwuma eno se adwuma no se da bi ono de onyini se adwuma pa enka sabo a penalty no enka omo etimi eje edema Ghana na enumu eso na sports for so etina ase a eja na omo so eka ball no ho nsem na analysis a na tese omo ye no na utimi se omo chire mu pa se Ghana ball no omo ball ye de omo ade pa na o hwe nso so ana wo mu nsem omo kan nyina nso ekọ kire se Ghana ball no omo ini England boy no na anode na Ghana for no etimi hodi England for na say England for no etimi amfa ose anyo yo yentie nsem a abrante no ekan.
No, I said from the beginning that was going to be England's toughest game against Ghana. And to be fair, Ghana played really well, very compact, very determined, good in one-on-one situations. Frustrated England, had 11 players, in the box pretty much the whole game. But I'm not frustrated in the sense of, that was all doom and gloom. That's more of what I expected. I would like to have seen more clear-cut chances created, but still got 4 points, right? And we've got Panama to play, which I would expect we would win that one. But it's not all doom and gloom for me.
Dave, look, did England...
you look like you disagree with me.
No, I wasn't expecting you to be so level-headed this morning, Jay. I thought you'd be at it, flying off the handle.
No, like I said, I thought this would be the toughest game.
Yeah,
you
did, to be fair. You said that yesterday, didn't you? You did say that.
Did you think they maybe underestimated? Did England expect Ghana to maybe play like that and sit back?
Well, assistant manager Anthony Barry gave an interview in the Croatia game at half-time, and that got a lot of publicity for how kind of honest and punchy he was. He did the same interview with the host broadcaster last night and essentially said that Ghana were playing 10 to 12 metres deeper than they expected them to. So it seems like England weren't expecting Ghana to sit so deep. Maybe they were expecting them to play a little bit like they did in the second half. In the second half, Ghana did carry much more threat, and I think they stepped up at least 5 metres, probably up the pitch. First half was kill the game from Ghana. They were not letting England have anything at all. We saw it in the highlights there with Declan Rice's chance, if you can even call it that, as you said, in the first half.
But that, I think...
Eti ebusanfo ensem ni nyina na wapoto de egu ho no na ochiremu se ne Ghana esi ehodi match no na nka England for de wonsusu se ka Ghana bitimi aboadrusa na ofa won biara kekese nka eja o hwe se England wodi ene eneme keka ho de ko betua fa Ghana so na second half ne de Ghana etimi ehodi omo pa na omo boma afi ball no kra no tinse eje eye England for nsem ebusia for yentum nika na yenko yenuaba TikTok ani ba kwa tese ono so atutu bi ede ama ne eye Hurricane ebra na Hurricane kire se Ghana ball no mbe ball ye no eye omo be ball no some way bi anase ekwan bi so a omo committee fouls ene noma bi omo anse da omo ball papa bia na sa ena ekoba no banze hey masa o kasa yie ne fa oboni ani die ema Ghana mu wondin nenso me anye bribia yentie nsema ababawa no edituja.
Yeah, I think whenever you come against these type of nations where they're just looking for kind of a 0-0 like they did today, they're looking to waste a bit of time and win fouls. And from our point of view, I think we handled that pretty well. We was patient. We said at half time to be more patient and move them side to side. And I think as the game went on, they got more tired. The subs that come on were 1v1, done really well in the wide areas, and we could have easily won the game.
Harry Kane, my respect, went out the door a little bit, yeah? Because what do you mean England could have won? What do you mean these type of nations? Brother, Ghana stood in front of England for 90 minutes and said, "You're not walking through here." You had the names, you had the hype, you had the ball, but Ghana had heart, the discipline, the defense, the pride. Let's not act like Ghana were lucky. No, England couldn't break them down. Kane had the chance, the big moments, the captain moment, and the ball went to another postcode, yeah? So please, give Ghana their respect. This is the World Cup. Big names don't scare African football anymore, yeah? You don't get respect because your shirt says England. No, you earn it on the pitch. And last night, Ghana earned theirs. The Black Stars didn't come to take selfies. They came to fight. They came to defend. They came to show the world that football is not played on paper. Harry Kane, next time just say, Ghana made it difficult. Ghana deserved respect. And we weren't good enough. Yeah, just say that. Simple, yeah? Ghana humbled England. And honestly, Africa felt that one deep in their soul. Man, humble yourself, yeah? Humble yourself. Give Ghana credit right now. Right freaking now, man. We need to talk about Ghana because this one is personal, yeah? England are coming with 3 lions on their shirt. But Ghana said, that's cute. We've got 33 million lions behind us. Are you hearing that? This is not just a football match anymore, yeah? This is pride. This is belief. This is Africa standing up and saying, we are not here to be scared of anybody. Yes, England beat Croatia 4-2, but even Tuchel knows that defense was shaky. Ghana already beat Panama, yeah? They've got confidence, they've got discipline, and now they've got the chance to look England in the eye and say, big names don't win matches, heart does. I'm not saying England are not dangerous, of course they are, but Ghana have a nation behind them, and when African teams play with that kind of fire, wallahi, anything can happen. So England fans, don't think this is another easy game. Ghana are coming with 33 million lions. And today, they want the world to hear them roar.
Ebusiafo abaya ide o teams ani moja mu die. Ye nananom asifo ni bia ebusiafo eno na waposa ede egu onom no na chese England fo no na ye o ma adwen so mbe intimidate yen ensisa na yen hwe sports analysis bia ono so hia abofra bi na obisa se sen na osi hu match no na ono so ede todwa no yentie ensema abofra no so kan abofra na adwen mu do papa.
I've got a beautiful young boy here. What's your name?
My name's James.
James?
James. Yeah.
James, who are you rooting for? I mean, I know you're already in a Ghana set, but tell me.
I'm rooting for Ghana.
You're rooting for Ghana?
Yeah.
Were you happy with that result?
Yeah. I just really wanted to see them play well. Pretty good result, especially against a big team like England. Had a really good front line, but as Ghana, we held them up really good. Some horrible calls by the ref, but we stood strong, and it was a beautiful game.
That's good analysis. I like that. I like that. Now, okay. Let's hear you.
I think Ghana would have won. Officiating was not very fair, but I'm glad that we're able to get away with a draw. I'm hoping that we move on to the next round.
All right, thank you very much. But of course, like I told you, Ghanaians are excited by this result. It wasn't a win, but it is exactly the kind of result that Ghanaians are hoping for, especially against the big boys, the Three Lions of England. And again, you can tell it's not just about playing on the field. Even our young ones know analysis, and James did a very good job there.
Ebusuafo eno enso na omode ahwemu wo ho na ode awie na tese omo ba nu nyina omo nyina ejina eye poor officiating from referee na penalty ba na wo se ko timeje na wanye enye baako eye 2 times nenso obu nani egu ni nyina so ebusuafo yento aso na yenhwe eye statistics bia one of the sports analysis bi so edibe to dwa ekwan Ghana efa so especially party etimi hodu Harry Kane ene omo magidin no na omo etimi amo empini Ghana goal post ni yenhwa.
And the main thing was that triangle in front of the back four. So they're playing a 4-5-1 formation here. Thomas Partey at the base of a triangle. And what that means is, well, there's two things in play. They're keeping the space between England's attack really, really narrow. So between England's front line and midfield, and there's no room for England to move in between those lines, and they can't even get in between the lines of the Ghana defence and the Ghana Bermuda Triangle in midfield. And England just got lost in there, really. And it also added to the fact that then Harry Kane couldn't drop back into those areas that we know he loves to get into. We really didn't see him there. I mean, we show his touch map, and there's sort of a little cluster around the outside of the box, the one chance he had in the box, but there's nothing in areas where you really thought he was going to hurt anyone. And Kane alluded to it after the game, is that Partey knew every time Kane came from behind him to come back in front of him into a midfield position, Partey just went with him, and so stopped Kane getting the ball. So amazing job there.
Did he say after the game, sorry Harry Kane, that he effectively marked him out the game?
Yes, he did, yeah. And it wasn't just Partey, it was a combination of that midfield three. And the other thing that does in that low block, right, so look, it was a parking of the bus. We expected England to drive a bus through them, but they parked the bus instead. So well done to Ghana. But the defensive organisation that Queiroz had was like roll back to Man United away performances in the early 2000s when he was there with Sir Alex Ferguson, and he got them really organised in a 4-5-1. But with that midfield triangle, what it means is if your right or left back get dragged out into an area, then you've got 3 central midfielders there, one of which will drop in between the full back and the centre back, which means the centre back doesn't have to get dragged away by Harry Kane, so they retain that shape, and they just did that all afternoon. So it was absolutely excellent from them.
Ebusuafo eno na waposa ede egu ho enso ede ama ntu kwakire ekwan apatifa so ehande Harry Kane. The moment obey movement in any beba no so na ogina ne chi den na otimi asebo so ohwe entwe bia ode twe Bellingham na chese enye adeketwa afi yento aso na yemfa enwie yentie one of the sports analysis ba konso a ono so ekirechire ensemu kakra ede fa match no.
I think we're very fortunate in that game.
Yeah.
In the end, yeah. Because we didn't do enough creatively. And then I thought that we were very fortunate with that concert challenge.
Oh, you thought it was a penalty as well, did you?
I at first I thought, the way they just
But they didn't make a big thing of it on the TV, did they?
Didn't. Right? This is why I was thinking, he must have been offside. And I went to Stuart afterwards. I said, Stuart, was that offside? And he showed me, it's miles offside.
He was?
He was miles onside.
Oh, onside, yeah.
Right, so when
that's why I thought
the first ball you're talking about, true.
Yeah, so the first ball through, he's onside. So I'm thinking, when Ezri comes in like that, I'm thinking, oh my God, if they look at that, we're in trouble.
I thought it was like such a certain definite penalty.
Jordan Pickford came out. He missed the whole ball.
But I didn't think that
one was.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that one was.
Yeah, but he clattered into the guy. I'm thinking again, it was one of those.
If the lad had got maybe a little touch on the ball and then Pickford,
he would have been off.
Yeah,
he would have been off because I was really worried about that.
The Konza one I thought was 100% a penalty, but look, I think so.
Honestly, Roy, you need to see it again.
I have seen it, and I was looking for. Yeah, the way he just lunged in with his 2 feet. Yeah, I did.
Honestly, I think we got away with one there.
Ebusiafo na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ball a referee no antimi anye penalty ne deɛ obi bɛka sɛ the whole world ɛyɛ obia ɛnwanwa na ne nkasa yɛ mu ne kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ mpo sɛ nka referee ne gye ya nka Ghana enya goal baako enso edi free hɔ na referee ne decisions ɛne ne nɔɔma bi a wɔyɛ yɛ ne deɛ antimi ankoye ebusiafo yɛnhwɛ ɔfoforo nso adwenkyerɛ na ɛyɛ ana ball no ɛkɔ so abon sɛ players no mdɔmo sɛ ɛkatakata ɔmo no ɛde ade nko a ɛna yɛ ana ɔmo ka moma yɛnhwɛ analysis bi nso ɛno nso akɔ ɛde afa ho.
Something is going on with the referees at the World Cup and no one's talking about it. Because how has Jude Bellingham got away without getting a red card by covering his mouth, but Almiron got sent off straight away? It just doesn't make sense. One rule for one and one rule for another. But this has been happening from the start. Look at this from Messi. That was a clear red card, but just completely ignored. Then also, Argentina's first goal was a clear foul from McAllister to the Austrian player. And you have this play where the Argentinian player slaps the Austrian player. You can see he lifts his arm there, and then he slaps him in the head. And the worst part is the Austrian player gets a yellow card. Crazy thing is, though, is that we saw this in the first game, Mexico-South Africa, where a South African player slapped the Mexican player. And he ended up getting a straight red, but for Argentina, it's nothing. And then the craziest of them all is
Ebusiafo eno na Bruni na aka nyina na kyerɛ big names and reputations in the enkoma Africa for no na emom ɛkɔ edema abrofo no ebusiafo sɛ wɔhwɛ enoma etwa egu ana kyerɛ enye noma ketewa aha ɛna yɛdi dwumadie no nyina ebesi yɛbɛsan edibiem abrɛm yakra mo mama aba